I can solve an equation with variables on both sides of the equal sign. Here's what you need to know. The goal of solving equations is to get your variable isolated on one side of the equal sign. And it doesn't matter which side you choose to place your variable, you just want all of the letters together and all of the numbers on the other side of the equal sign. We're going to follow these steps to solve any multi-step equation. You're going to start by looking for anything you can distribute, then combine your like terms, move your variables to one side, again it does not matter which side, and then do any addition and subtraction you need to do to isolate the term containing the variable, and then do any multiplication or division you need to do to isolate the actual variable. Let's look at an example. For this video, we don't have any distributing or combining like terms to do. I'm just focusing on this step number 3 since that's what's new for this video. Solve 4x minus 3 equals 2x plus 7. We're going to start by moving our variables to one side. So you need to decide where you'd like to place your variables. Your answer is going to be the same no matter how you do it, but I like to avoid negative coefficients on my variables whenever I can. So in order to not have a negative coefficient on my variable, I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides instead of the 4x. My equation then becomes 2x minus 3 equals 7. I'm going to add 3 to both sides and then divide both sides by 2 to get my final answer. Pause and try this one and we'll check it in just a second. Now this example did start back up with the distributing and combining of like terms. Solve 14x plus 6 equals 4 times 2x plus 3. You're going to start by distributing on that right-hand side. Then go ahead and subtract 8x from both sides. You also could have subtracted 14x. That's okay. I'm choosing to do it this way to avoid a negative coefficient on my variable. Your resulting equation is 6x plus 6 equals 12. I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides, divide both sides by 6, and get a final answer of x equals 1. Let's also try solving equations with fraction coefficients. Here's a fraction review. Fractions are made up of two parts. You have the numerator on top and the denominator on the bottom. The numerator represents what you're multiplying by, and the denominator represents what you are dividing by. Denominator, divide. When you multiply two fractions together, multiply straight across, numerator to numerator and denominator to denominator. The reciprocal of a fraction places the top on the bottom and the bottom on top. You just flip it upside down. So in this example, the reciprocal of 2/3 would be 3/2 or 3/2. When you're solving equations with fraction coefficients, we need to undo the fraction by performing the inverse operation. So it has two parts. The inverse of the numerator is to divide by the numerator, because the top value tells you to multiply by that top value. The opposite of multiplying is dividing. The inverse of the denominator is to multiply by the denominator, because the denominator tells you to divide by that number. So the opposite would be multiplying by that value instead. So the inverse operation for a fraction would be multiplying by the denominator and dividing by the numerator. So this is the reciprocal of what a regular fraction tells you to do. That's why when we solve things with fractions, this reciprocal is going to be very, very handy. Let's see that in action. If we're solving this equation right here, we're going to start by distributing. So 1/3 times 9x plus 27 means that you're going to take the values inside the parentheses and divide by 3, because this fraction tells me to multiply by 1 and divide by 3. Similarly, on the right-hand side, 2x plus 54 is being multiplied by 1/2. That means I multiply by 1 and divide by 2. That's where the 3x plus 9 is coming from. Over here, I divided those terms by 3. And then the x plus 27 results from dividing those terms by 2. Now I'm going to combine my like terms on the left-hand side. move my variables to one side of the equation, use my subtraction property, and then use my division property to get my final answer. Go ahead and try this one. We're going to follow the similar steps from before. Hopefully you distributed through by those fractions. The left side tells you you're dividing those values by 5, and the right side tells you that you are dividing those values by 4. Let's combine our like terms on the left-hand side. Move our variables to one side. Use our addition property and our division property. If you want more on this topic, be sure to check out the Learning Target spreadsheet for additional resources, videos, and practice.